Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, man. And y'all know about what happened yesterday with Jalen Smith being released by the Dallas Cowboys. So, of course, today it creates a whirlwind because it happened late yesterday evening. So, um, that news spilled into Wednesday today. So, today is the implement day of, you know, the Cowboys practice to get ready for the Giants game on Sunday at 4:25 Eastern. Now, um, there was a whole lot of speculation about the Jalen thing and this and that, but we know that a lot of it is because of the contract, and they came to him about the contract. He didn't want to adjust that clause, so they had to let him go. And also too is because of his play. Um, he just doesn't fit the mold of what Dan Quinn wants on his defense. So Dan Quinn doesn't want Jalen Smith. So that's what it all boils down to. So you hate to see it. I really like Jalen Smith. I think he's a great guy. Just sucks for him with the drop foot. He couldn't be the player that he wanted to be. But just like with any other player that we get rid of, they don't stay unemployed long because he's already getting signed by the Packers today. So I mean, it hasn't even been a whole 24 hours yet, and he's already finalizing a contract with a new team, which means that whatever the dollar amount that they give him for that contract, the Green Bay Packers, he is going to. The Cowboys are only owe what's left of his contract for this year, so that's a good thing. Now, ooh, it's gonna be weird seeing him in a Green Bay uniform, but I I don't know. Maybe they'll utilize him in a different way. Maybe he'll play okay over there. I know that the Packers play a 3-4 defense, and I'm not sure if Jalen is good for a 3-4. So I don't know how they plan on playing him. Jalen Smith doesn't do special teams, so good luck with that. So I don't know how the Packers are going to play him. But anyway, you look at this week with the Dallas Cowboys, they are getting some reinforcements back. Keanu Neal and Bradley and I both got activated back onto the roster off of the COVID-19 list. So, which means that they will be playing this week. Randy Gregory is going to be playing this week. So, you're going to have some guys on that defensive line helping, Bradley and I. Dorrance Armstrong, we don't know about him yet, but Chauncey Golston, I like what I see with Chauncey. And it's just defense as a whole right now. These guys are playing together. These guys are hungry. With Dan Quinn being here now, being a defensive coordinator for this team, it's almost like they are like have a renewed spirit. It's like these players want to play together. And even guys that are injured are like, oh, God, I want to get in on that. So the injured guys are like, I want to get back, hurry up and get. They telling Britt Brown like, yo, bro, hurry up with this rehab so I can get back in this game, and I want these snaps. Like, um, some people say we're not missing D Law, but we are. You're not missing him in the way of us losing games, but you are missing him in the aspect of let's even as good as we're playing, we're still lacking pass rush right now. Even though we got 4 or 5 sacks last game, we still are lacking some things. You can still tell that we don't have our big guys in there. When Neville Gallimore gets back, when D Law gets back, these guys demand a certain attention from teams that some of these other guys don't. Um, Not taking anything from the guys that have played there because even your boy Brett, he's in there playing well. Brett Urban or whatever. The thing about Urban is you're not going to see what he does on. It's not going to show up on the stat sheet. He's not a pass rusher. He's a guy that eats up blocks, and we talked about this in the offseason that the whole reason why he's here is to do that, to help eat those blocks up so those ends can get to the quarterback. And that helps out. That helps out when Micah Parsons comes up. That helps out when D Law is out there. That helps out when Randy Gregory is out there trying to rush the passer. Chauncey Golston, Dorrance Armstrong, whoever that it is out there rushing the passer, these guys are able to, in the middle, these guys are able to collapse that pocket. And that's how we got to Tom Brady as well. Even though we lost the game with the Buccaneers, we were able to keep pace with them. And I think a lot of that is due to that. Now, um, Carlos Watkins is coming back because he actually practiced today too. So you're getting some reinforcements back on that defensive line and interior defensive line. So that's going to help you this week. Now, granted, we are playing a division team. I know everybody's like, "Oh, we're going to crush the Giants," but understand that it is a division game. It is, we are playing against our former coach. He knows us, and even though he's a lame duck, it's still he's still gonna have something special for the Cowboys because don't sleep on what him and Joe Judge are cooking up for the Cowboys because again they know us more than any other team does. With that being said, I still think we're gonna win regardless, but I will be doing my weekly matchup game video before the game. I'll probably do it Sunday morning. But yeah. So I'm loving what I'm seeing with this team. I'm loving the camaraderie. I'm loving how these guys are coming together and wanting to play together. These guys are scrappy. Now we know that Stephon Gilmore, um, well, he wasn't even released. They said they were going to release him, but they ended up trading him with the Panthers for a 6th round pick. We could have did that, but the Panthers were on it. They must have called the Patriots and was like, "Hey, we'll take that." So it is what it is. Our coaching staff is happy with what they have, and I think that when we have a full slate of healthy guys, I think we're good too. Now you look at our secondary; we got a lot of guys back there already as it is. We haven't even utilized everybody. Kelvin Joseph haven't even played yet. Maurice Kennedy has come in spot duty. He hasn't really done much. Malik Hooker, they've had him come in. He's made a couple of plays here and there, but he hasn't played a full time yet. So Donovan Wilson has been injured. He hasn't really played yet this year. So to see that we have guys available as far as these DBs go, it just makes you feel good because we have better depth on this team than we've ever had since I've been watching the Cowboys. So I'm just loving what I'm seeing, and going forward, I'm just happy. I think that if we win this game against the Giants this week, I think we should be okay against the Patriots next week, and going forward with that, we could be 7-1 by the time we see Kansas City. Who knows? But with that being said, man, that's all I got for today, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box about Jalen, the whole situation with this team. What are your feelings? Um, this is my quarter 1 review right here. What are your feelings as far as where you see this team, how we played in these last 4 games? Because these last 4 games have been pivotal. They always said, okay, well, y'all lost to the Buccaneers. People were still hating. You get that second win with the Chargers. Now the Chargers are a good team this year. Justin Herbert got these guys flowing. The Chargers are a good team. They're 3-1, just like we are. Um, you look at the Eagles. Well, they said that we were going to blow them out anyway because the Eagles are still figuring themselves out. Their coach Sirianni is still figuring out how to be a coach in the NFL. So that they look at it like, okay, y'all were supposed to beat the Eagles. Then you have the Panthers coming into that game. They were undefeated, right? They were the number 1 defense in the league. Now you beat them, and you beat them pretty good. Now the score was a little closer than it should have because they got some garbage time scores at the end of the game. They got literally 2 touchdowns in the fourth that they shouldn't have. But you were running all over the Panthers, and the Panthers were the number 1 defense in the league at the time. So now going into week 5, you're going to play the New York Football Giants. If they continue this trend, I think that this team is definitely going to be playoff caliber, and who knows, maybe we can finally get to our first NFC title game in this decade. Because we ain't been there since '95. So, um, I know some fans are still on the negative bus because we haven't done much in a long time. But I don't care how you feel or how negative that you are, Philip Ellis, but you have to understand that like the old regime is gone, right? We have a new coach, which some people still don't like Mike McCarthy. You know, they got on them. I don't know. Our fan base is crazy. I just feel like we complain a lot. We complain a lot. Just be glad that you have a coach that has experience winning the Super Bowl. It's no secret that I look at last year as an aberration because it was COVID. You know what I mean? Like it was a COVID season. It was Mike McCarthy's first year with the team, still trying to understand how this team works and functions and how he wanted to do things. And now that he's implementing his system and installing his system, things are much better on offense. Things are even better on defense. Um, that is the surprise is how well the defense is playing. Um, you got a better coordinator. Thank God that we got Mike Nolan out of there. So I just think that things are edging up for the Cowboys. I need these talking heads to keep up too and understand that okay, they're just waiting for the Cowboys to fail. And I don't think that this is one of those years. Like I know we've said over and over for years that wishing and hoping and praying that the Cowboys would be great, and then we'll show a little glimmer of hope, and then we'll start losing a bunch of games. No, I don't think this is one of those years. I think this is a year where everybody is focused. Zeke Elliott lost all that weight. Dak Prescott got into a point where, he's over the ankle injury and he heard all of this and heard people say he didn't deserve getting 40 mil. Damn all that. He's letting people know that he has commanded this offense. And Dak is a true leader. I don't care. I mean, there's people that are not fan of the Cowboys that like Dak Prescott better than some fans of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, does that make sense? I don't know how you could be a fan or call yourself a fan of this team and not have respect for this quarterback that we have. But it is what it is. Like Dak is balling, Dak is doing this thing. I'm happy to have Dak as our quarterback. We are blessed to have Dak as our quarterback because it could have been way worse. Do you know how many teams out here would love to have a quarterback like Dak? I'm just saying. Look at Washington. So the only thing that worries me about this team is knock on wood, but granted, hoping I'm not even going to try to even think of anything happening to Dak again. But your depth behind Dak is not the best. I know Cooper Rush has been here; he's seen things, but he's not Dak Prescott. Um, that's the only thing I worry. As long as Dak is healthy and playing, we have a chance against any team in this league. I'm not afraid of anybody right now. Even the Buccaneers are starting to come back to life because they're getting injuries on defense. But if this Dallas Cowboy team, you're going to have people go in and out. But with the depth that we have right now, I feel like we're going to stay healthy a lot this year. So it's not a lot of drop of talent, even when we have a guy out. Because you remember before, even in the linebacker positions, way before we had Micah Parsons, when Sean Lee would come out of the game, it's like we had nothing at the linebacker position. Now you have depth, and you have so much depth that they don't even need Jalen Smith anymore. Ain't that crazy? You have depth that even with D Law being out, yes, you feel him not being there, but you're not decimated without him. So I just feel like this is a new era with the Dallas Cowboys, and we just need to, as fans, we need to support that and continuing to support this team because if you are a supporter of the Dallas Cowboys like you say you are, you're going to support it all day long, whether they win, lose, or draw. So with that being said, that's all I got for right now. I know the video is a little longer, but I just had a lot of this on my chest I had to get off. But like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, tap that notification bell. It's your boy E2 Blue. Have a great evening.